Could you imagine giving birth to a 1-pound baby? Well, today, Casey Matthews, author of her new memoir, Preemie, is here with her very unique story. Hello, Casey.
Hi, Alicia.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
1-pound baby.
She was a 1-pound baby. 1 pound 11 ounces. She could fit in the palm of your hand.
In the palm of your hand. How far along were you when you realized you were going to give birth to a preemie? And really, what was your mind
So I was
set at?
halfway through my pregnancy. I had a 2-year-old son at home who had been born on his due date weighing 8 pounds.
Okay.
So suddenly I'm halfway through my pregnancy and I'm in labor. Didn't even know I could be in labor.
Yeah.
And giving birth to this baby.
Where was your mind at that time?
I was terrified, and I even said to a nurse, "You don't understand, things like this don't happen to me." And she looked at me and she said, "They do now." So with a full-term baby, there's this pride, this joy, ready to share that with the world. With a baby born at 25 weeks so prematurely, there's an embarrassment, a shame, tremendous guilt that you carry around as a mom, wondering, what did I do wrong? Did I cause this somehow? And 40% of women never even know why they gave birth early. Doctors and nurses say it's nothing you did, you didn't do anything wrong, but there's never a reason why it happened.
I try to say she just was excited to come into the world.
She was very excited, a little over-eager, yeah, for sure.
But you have something to show us?
Yeah, so I brought this along. This is Andy's diaper from the NICU.
It's so tiny.
Teeny, teeny, teeny.
Oh my gosh. Did you have to change her diaper?
Not at that size.
Not
That wouldn't be
size?
something that I was responsible for. The NICU nurses, I mean, she was hooked up to so many machines and monitors. You could barely see her body underneath all the tubes and wires. So they would go in and change that.
How long were you in the hospital for?
So I was only there for 4 days. I had an emergency C-section, but Andy was there for 84 days.
What was that experience like to, you know, your baby in the NICU? Right?
Baby's in the NICU, neonatal intensive care unit, 2-year-olds at home, an hour outside of Boston. I'm doing this back and forth daily rush to get in there to see her. But during that time she was there, she had 3 major surgeries.
Yeah.
So they call it the NICU roller coaster because from one day to the next you just don't know what it's going to be like.
1-pound baby, 25 weeks. That's scary and dangerous territory, right?
Terrifying.
What were some of the complications from Andy being born prematurely?
So she had, at 5 days old, a hole in her intestine. One of the NICU nurses discovered this. She's whisked away for emergency surgery that ended up in her intestine being pulled through, resulting in an ostomy bag that would later be fixed in another surgery a year after.
Right.
2 weeks old, she had a valve between her heart and lungs that didn't close on its own. That had to be surgically repaired. And then just when we kind of thought we were out of the woods, getting close to bringing her home, she was 77 days old. She had retinopathy, which is a typical condition of preemies, and that had to be surgically repaired.
Well, in saying that, I'm sure you have doctors coming at you with scary information and statistics and just, you know, I like to say rather than negative, they tend to more the real side.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
how
giving you
did
the real
handle-
picture. I was like the little kid who threw my hands over my ears and went la 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 la, I don't want to hear any of this.
Right.
So my husband, God love him, stepped up and he
Yeah.
carried all that knowledge, and he carried it for years because I just kind of kept my head in the
That's
dark. I
beautiful.
didn't want to know any of that stuff. It was terrifying.
Carried it for years. So when did you feel safe enough to say, okay, Heavy?
Oh gosh, I really don't feel I fully felt healed
Yeah.
to move forward until she was 7. I mean, it goes on for a long time. The after effects just stay with you. It's like right under the surface of your skin, all that trauma. You're always looking around the corner waiting for that next shoe to drop or something bad to happen. So
Wow.
it's really frightening.
So were you able to hold her and
She was 2 weeks old for the first time when we did what's called kangaroo care, and that's skin-to-skin contact with parents. And I'm in a chair, and a nurse, several nurses, take her out of her isolette and put her skin-to-skin on me, cover her with warm blankets. And we stayed that way for an hour. It was tremendous because I was so afraid of her. And then to actually have her on my chest, that shifted something for me.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Andy, how old is she now?
She's 11.
She's 11.
She rides horses. She's always got a nose in a book. She can be a total pain in the neck, like any pre-adolescent child slamming her doors.
She's knocking on the teenager years,
Yeah,
so
she's
you'll be back
everything
with
we'd
another book.
hoped. That's right, that's right.
If you could give our viewers 2 to 3 takeaways from this book, what would it be?
One that was huge for me was about speaking my truth, saying out loud, I'm afraid, I'm terrified, not letting that stay inside me. And then in that, not everybody's a baby person. Not all mothers are naturally maternal, and that's okay, giving yourself permission for that. And then the last thing I would say is ask for help. Don't be afraid to receive. People are so wanting to help, and by receiving, you're actually giving in return. That was something I really had to learn.
Thank you. Thank you, Casey. Preemie is online and in stores right now. Thank you again for sharing your
Thank you so much,
beautiful
Alicia.
story. I can't wait to get into it myself. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Once again, my name is Alicia Renee, and make sure you come back because we have more right here on The Shine.